It'll take a little while. But in the meantime, I don't know if you guys have learned. Did you guys know that I have a brand new book?
Yes,
I have a brand new book that actually just came out last week. Can you see it's got a very shiny foil cover? It's very pretty. It's called, this is my new book, and it's called The Night Gardener. And The Night Gardener, can I tell you guys a little bit about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, actually, well, The Night Gardener is sort of a classic haunted house story. Does anyone like kind of creepy stories?
Oh, yes. Yes. Definitely.
Well, let me tell you about this book, because I'm very excited. It was very fun to write. But the best way to tell you, would it be okay if I read to you just a tiny bit of it?
Yeah!
Yes.
So here's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to read you the first page of The Night Gardener, because I think this will give you a sense of the world and the tone. And the thing you need to remember that when you're writing a spooky story is it's all about setting a mood, right? So I'm going to read this, and what you have to do is maybe even close your eyes. I need you to pretend that you're no longer in a bright, shiny library full of your friends, but you're actually in a very faraway place that's very gloomy and spooky, and anything could be waiting for you around the corner. Okay? So here we go. We're doing Chapter 1 of The Night Gardener. Chapter 1, Storyteller at the Crossroads. The calendar said early March, but the smell in the air said late October. A crisp sun shone over Cellar Hollow, melting the final bits of ice from the bare trees. Steam rose from the soil like a phantom, carrying with it a whisper of autumn smoke that had been lying dormant in the frosty underground. Squinting through the trees, you could just make out the winding path that ran from the village all the way to the woods in the south. Now, people seldom traveled in that direction, but on this March morning that felt like October, a horse and cart rattled down the road. It was a fish cart with a broken back wheel and no fish. Riding atop the bench were two children, a girl and a boy, both with striking red hair. The girl was named Molly, and the boy, her brother, was Kip. And they were riding to their deaths. And that is the beginning of The Night Gardener. It's the tale of these two children, Molly and Kip. Molly is 14 and Kip is 10 years old. And they are both basically fleeing something called the Great Famine, which was a time in Ireland, this story takes place a long time ago, where all the food ran out. And so people had to leave. Millions of people left the country in search of a new life. And Molly and Kip, trying to escape starvation, find themselves washed up on the shores of a faraway place called England. Now, England is not a very faraway place. I'm sure anyone who's ever read Harry Potter or watched Doctor Who, they know about England. But to Molly and Kip, it's a very strange place, and they don't really belong there. They don't talk the same as anyone else. They don't look the same. No one wants them there. They have no family to care for them or to buy anything. They have no money or no way to survive.